First bout of the night, we got ourselves Kagoyatsuki. That's hopefully as close to a name as I can get it. Krager on this team as an arms warrior. We got ourselves Nina Big Buff. We got ourselves Nesmishka, as well as Cherno Kai. Willem Kai with triple poly immediate breath onto the warrior as he charges in, catches him in a full freeze, fully burying him. It's going to be a trinket out of the warrior with triple poly, backing up under there, leaving Kagoyatsuki with not a lot of health there. Kagoyatsuki, I'm going to mess up your name. If I call it Kago or something like that, almost like Chicago, mine is a Chick. I have no idea. Or should I call it Yatsuki? Actually, Yatsuki works fine, man. Oh, it's Yaotsuki. I feel like no matter how I try to do your name, I'm gonna mispronounce something, and I'm not even doing it on purpose. Big stunner onto triple, got himself another breath, but it's not gonna be a long enough of a breath. Immediate poly hits him with a frost bomb. Ring of Frost catches him in a full freeze. That's gonna be a full go. Does he have the big burst? This could be the massive go. Meteor down with the Comet Storm. We don't get to see the Comet Storm. Sometimes we don't get to see some of the animations. Massive burst onto Yatsuki. The man is not in a great spot. Catches a living bomb that follows him. And it's going to do a bit of a burn damage. Blizzard around the corner. As long as you don't let him get any second wind healing. I think triple poly may have him. Dude, the breath immediately to count to the warrior. There's nothing you can do. What is a warrior supposed to do against this combo? Seriously, explain to me. What is a warrior supposed to do? You charge in, breath. You don't have a trinket, you get frozen into a second freeze, into a full meteor. The guy literally says the cosmic meteor from space down onto your head. The stuff that killed dinosaurs, this man chucks him out like it's nothing. With Nina Big Bum gonna be up next. Actually, what kind of a sound would the I in Nina's name be? Because I don't really know my accent sounds at all, to be honest, just to be fair. As Nina tried to see if he could go for a bit of a knock on triple poly, goes in for a blink breath. He's going to be able to reconnect. Doesn't have the breath though. He's going to try to see if he can freeze, but it's going to force not a trinket on Nina, but at least it's going to go down underground. Might he still be able to freeze him? No, the freeze does not follow through. He got a couple of lava bursts in there. Nothing. It just no actual sound. Hey, thank Diego, appreciate it. And the arms warrior buff. I gotta check. I know the warrior's about to get nerfed in a arena bit. Breath onto Nina. Does have a trinket. Is gonna go for a trinket. Triple poly, if you can still catch him in place, you could potentially snowdrift him. He doesn't have snowdrift for a while, but he's trying to see if you can reposition around Nina. Is gonna catch him with a blizzard on one side, frozen orb on the other. Doesn't play around ring of fire, but if you did, you could zone him out. Try to go for a big stunner. Is it gonna be enough? Nina with a wall though, does avoid the thunderstomp around the corner. Is gonna yeet Nina down into the center of the arena. Try to see if he counters the mage with a totem. Is doing wonders, putting the mage out in the open. There goes the ice block. That is a frosty mage you're playing up against though. Plenty of fire damage on this man, literally setting meteors from the sky. That is a full-on frost mage. So double block is what you'll have to go through. This is going to be immediate Nova out of the mage. Is playing around Shimmer, so you won't be able to blink any stuns. For Nina, if you see the mage Shimmer, you could go in for a actually, it doesn't even matter. You could zone in for stuns, so you can lock him down. If you can get him low enough, got yourself a couple of these ancestors. If they can get Ellie Blast into triple, but he catches you, they are going to be able to get a cast or two. But I don't think it matters. He's going to try to see if he can freeze Nina. Big burst, no wall available. Does have a knockback, but still you are getting shattered. Got himself a totem. That's a shield. If you can just chip away the shield little by little, you might be okay. Stealing the shield? Is that what I just saw? Did you just yoink the shield? Can you actually yoink the shield? Is that a thing? Maybe. Hold on a second. I need to double check. Somebody. Double check for me. Can you yoink the shield? I was under the impression you couldn't for like ever. The shield, that totem is still trying to see if he can give you a little bit of protection. Unless it was just Nina just blasted through the shield within seconds. One of those two. Breath of Nina. Another freeze. You have a knock. Stun. That's not going to feel great. The only thing you can do is stun him, but you're still getting shattered back to back with this Lance's massive burst. Got him some random Ascendant's proc, burrowed down, trying to see if he catch up to the mage. Does not get him. Yes, mages can steal his shield. That is brutal, man. That is brutal, because that is a big defensive. I almost feel like the maybe block out of triple poly, though. Nina able to put in some big pumps into the mage, forcing him into a defensive stance. If you can just survive long enough. Maybe catch a good lasso, couple of lava bursts here and there, because triple is going through a lot of defenses here back to back. That is so rough. You can watch this thing, mage squishing the warlock. What do you mean, Wes? Wes been trying to make chat. I need your help. Do you think mages or warlock? Which one of them is tankier? between the two. Which one is tankier? Because Wes is under the impression that it is 100% mages are tankier than warlocks right now. And I'd say this, mages are tanky. Trinket out of Nina could still be frozen. Does go for the knock. No more mobility available for triple poly. Eating meatballs back to back. Ultra looks like it was available, but might have gotten purged by Nina. Root around the corner, but it's going to be the root out of the mage. Big ascend out of Nina with an Earth Shock to follow. Triple poly, not out of the woods. Try to see if you can slow down the approach of the shaman with the multiples of blizzards. You see Nina cutting across towards the other side of the pillar. Those meatballs are hurting. Every single one of them that flies in. For triple poly, he's got to set up a flurry or a nova, anything to create that primer to shatter the damage, shatter those lances back at Nina. Nina just needs to send out a lava burst, and that thing does a lot of damage. Freeze with a stun, triple poly with a trinket. No more trinket available for Nina. Catches in a full go. Triple, if you have everything right now. Triple poly could just end this right now. Big burst. Try to see if he can go behind the pillar. Massive combo. Freezes Nina on the escape. Try to see if he can counter it. But the lances are still doing numbers. And Triple does go for the altar just to make sure he's got himself a little bit of health to work with. And Kai is going to be up next as the Dread-Eye Warlock. I like the quadruple horn thing he's got going on, by the way. Very much like it. That whole set from Xerath Mortis, honestly, could have been worse, could have been better of a set, you know what I mean? I don't hate it, but looking back at it, it's like, you know what, it's alright. But definitely was not my favorite at the time. But it was nicer that at least with that final expansion, or rate of that expansion, they finally went back. Alright, Tears and Sick went back, they're going to be classic. We learned our lessons there. So at least I can appreciate it in that regard. Big Tyrant into a interrupt by Triple Poly, does have a block in 18 seconds. He may just need to buy himself time until block is available. He might be in a lot of trouble. Reflect out for Cherno Kai. Triple Poly is going to go for a blink. Tyrant to slow down all these pets. Novas on these pets are actually huge. Tyrant just going to amp up those pets. Tyrant himself is not as scary, but the buffs he gives to all these other pets is scary. 1 second on Ice Block is going to freeze all of those pets. Cherno Kai is by himself, but Triple does not want to walk in there. He actually just wants to see if he can wait out those pets. Fell Lord cleaving him down. There goes the block. You try to get as much self-healing as possible at 35% dampening. 7 minutes into the match, it is going to be a little bit more difficult. Is that a crazy person or no? That is another good question, dude. Am I crazy? I don't think so. Crazy person never thinks they're crazy. Shifted power out for Triple. Does land an interrupt with Kai. As long as his pet is in the right position, can always go for that axe toss, stunning Triple, but also interrupting. There goes a full go. And to a mortar coil in between of that, goes slipping right in between. Triple still got him some procs, and that wall is doing nothing for him. Reflect available. Triple, as long as he's okay, got himself an interrupt. Cannot stop the hand to go down, but does get the interrupt. Still more lances flying through. Is it going to be enough though? Big demons around for Cherno Kai, and he is just going to be able to at least back up out of there for a breather, catching up a little bit of resources. Still plenty of demons with a big Ruination dropping down. Ruination trying to connect. It doesn't quite hit Triple though, but it looks of it. Big Nova. Oh my god, the Ice Nova shattering the bones of the mages. Is it going to be Krager next? It is Krager next. So far, the mage has held his own. Got himself another block too. Wait a second. Not only does he have a block, oh yeah, Krager's prepped, dude. Krager's prepped. He dueled way too many mages. There's 3 mages on the team 1 with Triple Poly, Young Jay, as well as Jareem. Got himself a lead into a banner down. Triple at least able to Nova Krager out. Try to go for a poly. Will not be able to break past the Blade Storm. And that's a pretty long-lasting Blade Storm. I'm pretty sure he's a Slayer, right? I'll rest my case. Come on, man. All right. Just because Mage beat the Warlock does not mean... Maybe you have a point. Who knows, honestly. You know what? I'll let the comment section figure it out. And the bleed does secure a kill for Krager. He just needed 1 good hit. The Mage was spent. He played really well. He played his heart out in this match. But he was spent at the end of it. Touch of the Magi. Young Jay with a trinket. Krager cannot really approach him. Got himself a wall. Avatar just to break out of the slow. Tried to go for a kick on the Young Jay. Doesn't quite connect. Still has a charge. Maybe you will definitely need to get a stun on the guy. I think he just blinked. Stun, Stormbolt? No, he avoided it. Every time you pop a reflect, he just reflects a kick back at himself. Gives him an immunity with, what is it? A precognition, I think it's called. Precog buff. And the Phoenix, he just barraging it with a G5 around the corner. Young Jay just got you out in the open, trying to land those meteorites down at you. That Phoenix is doing numbers on you. Krager himself is just getting 2v1. between the Phoenix and the Mage is not a great place to be in at all. Another touch of the Magi, and that's just full burst damage. Unless Krager can live it. The man got nothing really to work with. He's trying to see if he can survive. Young J DC'd for a second. He's getting back in. Stunned to follow for a moment. Demolished out of Krager. So he's not a Slayer. He's literally a Colossus. This man is literally a literal Colossus. Needs a Reflect. Tried to go for Reflect. Doesn't quite go through. Into a Stormbolt. Leap available. Blaze Storm to follow. Young J does end up repositioning. Krager could back up out of here. As long as Krager does not take too much damage to his health, now that he's got images attacking him, that's going to be constant attacks into his health bar. Will not be able to get value from second wind. Meteorite slamming down around the corner. Ring of Frost in front of you. You can't charge the guy. You have to wait it out. Tries to go to a charge last second, hoping that maybe the damage was still midair. And Krager's just not in great position unless he can leap to reconnect. He's got wall. I don't know if it'll be enough. Maybe Battle Master Trinket. I don't think that'll be enough either. Stormbolt on a Young J, but that touch of the match accumulated so much damage, I think he's gonna pop. Barely alive. I don't know how Krager makes it out of here. One good hit from Young J, and Krager's in a bad spot. Trying to go for a charge. Fear. Second wind. Second wind. Second wind recovery. For a second at least. Reflect. Oh! I don't even know what you reflected back at the guy, but it was deadly. Oh! That was so good. The warrior reflects, man. I think it was probably a fully charged up barrage, right? With the execute value. That's probably what it was, man. That's probably what it was. Subs. Dueling? What's your name? Sub. I'm gonna call him Sub, dude. Immediate Stormbolt by Krager, but I don't know what you could do in this situation. You got no defenses. You got nothing to really work with. You could maybe demolish the rogue with little ability to demolish, which may give you like a bit of a DR against him, but that's about it. That's a tough one, man. First aid clutch. First aid helped a little bit, but as you see there, like it's just, you know, it did a little. Sub does go in for a trinket here versus Nesmishka. Hold on, I don't even know how to. I try to give you guys like some of you with an interesting name. I try to, any of you that got an interesting name that doesn't roll off the tongue, I try to give you guys like a nickname for the English speakers, just because it'll be much easier for them to be like, okay, I know who you're talking about. With the rogue that I'm looking at right now, there really isn't one, so I'm just gonna call him by his name, the Smishka. I don't know. Fear. So big fan of nice buy the Smishka. That's getting some proper gold flush. Charging out. The rogue is the last one holding on the fort. He is not in the Cloak of Shadows as he goes in for a reset. Oh, it does land. The reversal. Cheap shot onto flush. Bleeding him out. He's playing that fate-bound assassination rogue. Flipping coins here. Getting a shot out of flush. Full guaranteed burst out into the Smishka. Might just take him here. Oh, it's just over. Yeah. Full rock down on a rogue without a trinket. There's much you could do. Triple poly with 3, by the way. Well done, well done. And Krager almost bringing it back for the team. I feel like if he didn't go up against the rogue next, or maybe got like a full, he could get mostly full heal, quote unquote. But yeah, close enough though. Let's get another one going, boys. Yeah.